What's up, guys? Welcome back to Steve's RC. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is the new E-flite Foresight, and I'm extremely excited to talk to you guys about this, as I've been looking forward to this product coming for a long time now. It's been in development for a good while. I've got to test fly it, I've got to make improvements to it and changes with the development team, and it's something I've been kind of a part of as a project for quite a while, and I'm really excited because it's a follow-on. It's a follow-on to not only the original Foresight, which was a flat foam E-flite kit back in the day, but it's a follow-on to the Eratix, which I happen to have right here, right? So this Eratix flat foamy has been extremely popular. We launched it a couple years ago, and we've had some really good success with that, and it gives people a convenient way to get into flat foamy flying. Now, in the past, it almost fell. In the past, the flat foam business has been get an airplane, glue it together, work on it for a while, spend a few hours or more building and tweaking and tuning and building it lightly. And this allows you to jump right into it with a bind and fly airplane. It's a very simple build. I think entirely this will take you less than 30 minutes to snap together, and quite literally, it is a snap together type of product. You do have to connect your push rods and clevises, but again, that's just clipping and snapping together. The wing struts click on like this. Perfect. The wings clip on, both top and bottom. There's clips up on the top here, and there's clips down on the bottom here. The wings just click on, you put your struts on, you put your rods on, and you're good. It's that easy. The propeller is attached with a elastomer band. That band will allow you to ding it in case you do hit the ground with it, which probably shouldn't happen too much, but hit the ground and it gives it some flexibility. It's easy to put the prop on. This airplane is also equipped with metal gear servos this time around, guys. So the Aerobatics had a plastic gear system in it. It was the first time we did a model like that, trying to keep costs down. But some of the feedback was, man, I wish I had metal gear servos, because some people did do, rudder touches and strip the servo, or pulling it out of their car and hit the elevator, and guess what? You strip a servo. That's not a problem with this airplane anymore. So that's pretty cool. The other nice thing is that this runs on an 850 3S with the IC2 connector. So a lot of those aircraft out there are already flying on that battery. So it's the same battery between the Eratix and this. And you're going to get 4.5, 5 minutes of flight time, depending on how hard you are on it. The other nice thing is this is not just a 3D airplane. So if you're like, oh man, that's not me, I don't do 3D. If you want a cool looking aerobatic, modern looking airplane that is capable of being flown in sport flying, this can do it. So can the Eratix, by the way. But they both can be flown as a sport aircraft. They don't have to be flown hovering on the tail and that sort of thing. If you want to learn F3P style maneuvers and and do really clean point rolls and learn basic aerobatics without the emotional debt of a large aircraft, the Foresight is really a perfect option for you, because it's relatively inexpensive, all things considered. And it allows you to just fly, and it's light, so it's going to fly slower. So you're going to be able to learn those maneuvers slower, which in turn will improve your skills as you get into a faster, more agile aerobatic airplane. Say a 50cc, 100cc airplane, a 104-inch, extreme flight plane. As you move up through the categories of products, this thing is really going to help you learn a lot, and so will the Eratix, by the way. Another nice couple of things, this does have a little larger motor, so a bigger power system to some degree than the Eratix. Of course, it needs it. It's a little heavier, but it also has twice the wing area, or more than the Eratix, right? It has 2 wings, so it has a lot of wing area. Now, is this going to be as light as your built-up foamy, flat foam F3P planes? Absolutely not, guys. It's not. This is EPP foam with a nice, protective coating on it. It's got plastic clips everywhere. Sure, it's going to be what they would say chunky for when it comes to comparing it to a true out-of-the-box 15-hour build flat foam airplane. That's not the intended audience. This is for someone who wants to do some 3D flying, but wants to do it quickly and conveniently. So you do sacrifice some weight to be able to make it that nice and that easy. But again, it is not a dog. It'll hover, it'll knife edge, it'll waterfall, it'll do everything that a 3D airplane will do very, very well. It's just going to be at a little bigger size. This is equipped with the Spectrum AR630, which is Spectrum's real basic 6-channel receiver, but it does have AS3X Plus included, which also gives you safe technology. So again, if you're learning those aerobatic maneuvers, you can start your roll, and then if you freak out, pull the panic switch, pull the safe mode, and you're going to go right back to level flight. Also, if you wanted to kind of keep this as your second airplane and you just want to do some basic flying around and maybe a roll once in a while, you can click in and out of it, and you've got safe to protect you. But for the guy that's advanced, for the most part, those are the people that are going to be buying this airplane. That guy, you have AS3X Plus, and a lot of people shy away from gyros when it comes to 3D flying, but the AS3X Plus system has been tuned specifically with 3D in mind. There's a whole team of people that work on this gyro system, and a team of guys that help to tune these aircraft too in the development team. The whole point of this product was to have a nice 3D airplane, but with AS3X Plus on board, and it's all tuned up with all the stop block release rates and that sort of thing, it is really good at 3D, and it does not get in the way, which I think is really cool. You have the ability to have the precision heading stuff, but you also get the ability to do tumbles and things like that, where the gyro system isn't getting in the way. It's staying out of your way, only when you need it. So really cool. Landing gear, guys, is just a basic carbon landing gear, and this just clicks in and out. You'll just pull, and it clicks right in. So super easy to replace if you need to. And again, this foam, guys, is CA safe, so you can run thin CA, medium CA on it to repair it. You'll see here this is a test model, and somebody in the sales team picked it up just like this, and maybe it wasn't the sales team, but either way, it was picked up and it broke there. But again, that could be glued back and it would be good as new. So really cool that it's CA safe. A lot of these Depron foam airplanes are not. They need foam safe CA, which is a pain to deal with if you ever had to deal with it. Another nice thing is this is coming with our Spectrum. I'm pulling my sheet over here. It's a 30 amp Spectrum Avian Smart Light ESC. So you're going to get voltage, you're going to get current, you're going to get RPM, that kind of data to your telemetry through your Spectrum radio. So you'll be able to know when your battery's getting low, when you need to land, that sort of thing. So super nice to have smart technology on board a flat foam airplane along with a world-class gyro system that is just absolutely incredible, and something I fly all the way up to turbine class products. Lots of elevator control here, guys. You can see lots of overall throw, tons of rudder throw here as well. As you can see, got plenty of rudder, so it can do lots of cool maneuvers. The CG is going to be a little adjustable, so you'll have a space right here to put the battery, and you can slide it back and forward. I like to run mine almost as far back as I can, but for sport flying, run it for nose heavy. For 3D flying, run it tail heavy. And then there is even a space up front if you did want to put a battery, but I think I recommend it right underneath the wing. It's kind of the best spot for it. Outside of that, guys, that is the airplane. This is a little bit different prop too, so if you have spare props for the Eratix, it's not ideal for this, but it would work. But there's a new prop here as well. So tail goes on really simply as well. The tail slides through the vertical. There's a screw here and a screw here, and it just bolts on, and then you'll clip your clevises on, and you're done. And it comes out of the box. The fuselage is built. You slip on your landing gear, you put your wings on, you put your clevises and your push rods on, and that's the bulk of the build, guys. It's actually pretty simple. It's definitely a little more complex than the Eratix, but just because of the push rods and stuff for the wing. But other than that, you can be up and flying in less than 30 minutes. Now, as a comparison, a lot of people say, well, why is it smaller? Well, here's the Eratix, and here's the Foresight. You can see they're not that much smaller. I'm trying to put it in line. The Eratix actually looks smaller, but wingspan-wise, they're very similar. Sure, spec-wise, the Eratix is just a slight bit bigger. We're talking like a half an inch or an inch on each side. It's no different because this airplane is a biplane, so you have more wing area than technically this can have. So it's okay that it's a little smaller, but in the class of products, they fit together. They're very, very close products when it comes to flying together. They look like they should be in a family. One is not, I'm an ultra micro, and one is a normal plane. They are both very, very similar aircraft. So you can see here, even lengthwise, they're about the same. So really similar airplanes as far as that goes. So if you have one of these, this is a different flying experience than this. So I do recommend both, obviously, but the Eratix is really good for a little bit more aggressive. The Foresight definitely has a really, really unique vibe to it. I think it also can roll really fast, which is pretty cool. It also does great knife edge work, so love that. Lots of side area for the knife edge work to be successful. So Anyway, guys, without further ado, I'm going to let you get back to it. This has been almost a 10-minute video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please put a comment down below if you have any questions. I'm happy to ask the development team and answer any questions I can myself. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next one.